And
we decided to go our separate ways.
some of the celebrities.
Didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out. But I had a good winner. It was really
Man of the hour.
I might have been at his father's house.
Now, since I don't know these people, I think that might be Debbie's sister. Or, some other people. Now, we'll have to be patient with me on this, won't we? Because we don't yet. Oh, yes. There we go. We start to get a little bit of. Any other places?
It looks like a tea warmer or something. It might have been.
Special guest.
Wait a minute, where's
There's more shaky camera work, but there's the bride, the baby. He's talking to. And there's the groom. And there's the father.
Well, you're lucky to see the ball. Maybe.
Somewhere goes, yes.
It's a Graves.
What? It's a grave?
Now, this is mine, sweetheart. Trisha's talking shop. Who's there? Who's gone? Hi. Probably a little. Which one? This one? See this baby?
Right. But I could make reservations.
I don't think so.
I went to the doctor.
Yeah, you don't have baby. Oh, yeah.
That was like John just came back from a tour.
Show the setting here. The lights. This is Robin's handiwork. Little mobile cam. Miss Heather, our proud, proud father. Oh, big help. Here's somebody we haven't seen. Robin. Taking things around now from Jerry.
And do you remember the red telephone box?
Yes. Because the roads are rather narrow and sometimes phones off, the lights on at night, public side,
And there was sort of undulating going on.
I mean, we weren't just smooching here, right?
And the man, rather heavy, hurting everyone, kept going back in. And I was trying to put the lights, but as it was English car, and I had to put the lights on, I put the spotlight on. And I finally got it off, and we snuck across the road. We always had the giggles, and we never stopped.
You were with him.
And then the next day,
So I guess I can't be
You want to get in here, Al?
Yeah.
elder brother. But in any event, yeah. Well, that's why I didn't ask you. Of hearts, which church and state make legal, but which neither can of itself either create or dissolve. Debbie and Will, may each of you bring your whole self to the other, that you may have the skill and the patience to walk together hand in hand and heart in heart. Right? Now, to Debbie and Will, raise our glasses.
What you got? Oh, we're not.
That's it.
that was much more interesting than the real thing.
If everybody wants to go inside and grab a plate and have a seat, we'll have some food and music.
Yes.
And maybe a toast.
You desperate for some music?
No, maybe.
Fantastic.
Holly, Will, and I assume Rich.
I guess you could say that's the best move I've ever made.
I used to work with Will. It's been, God knows, 5-6 years ago. And we used to do carpentry together, and I would often go give him a ride to work. And I remember showing up at his house at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and all the lights would be off, and the two of them would just be waking up and kind of, they really into never having lights on. And I just loved it. I always felt I could just go into their back door and open it up and go in there. And that was really important to me. I really enjoyed that. And I felt like I got really close to you during that time. And I miss it. I miss you. I miss you guys.
I'd like to say something too. Mostly I want to say thank you all, our best and dearest friends and family, for coming to share this with us today. And I especially want to thank all the members of my family, all my brothers and sisters, Robin, Sally, cousins, Kathy, and Gus, and for everything that they've done to make this possible. The barn and the food and just the whole time. And lastly and mostly, I want to thank my mother and my father for everything.
That's right. I won't fly it back. What happened?
Okay, this is the untraditional thing. You guys ready?
You watching this?
Let's do it!
What you think, boo? You want a burp now? Spit up all over my shoulder.
Now you got to steer.
Spit over my shoulder.
Let's go.
Hang it over my shoulder. Thank you, Emma. I don't think I don't think
I'm not a very true
Not so bad. Hello
Excuse me.
Jeff was talking about we thought that his mom saw she their porn.
Yeah.
But I wasn't planning to say anything today. And earlier this morning we were sitting in the dining room over there, and I was noticing Heather and young Olga, Jan, Sally, thinking of Will's two grandmothers who are not with us, thinking of my mother, and thinking of the occasion today, and realizing that there was one thing I wanted to say, which was to welcome Debbie into a family of strong women.
Yay!
Bravo.
Kids not. Hear that?
I was 7. So in some ways I should remember more. And so he had been gone a lot of the time. I think I lost a big piece of before Tony around.
Beginning of the fest.
Now that I don't have the lens cap on.
I knew the way. Yeah, but I also knew that I know
That
the
doesn't
way.
surprise me totally, though.
I knew the fastest up in there.
Jenny was talking about Dad's philosophy of raising kids. Put them in a barrel and feed them through a knothole till they were about 12 or so.
No, you were not sort of like.
That's exactly what he told us, his philosophy, but he changed it later on. More civilized. The theory.
Well, I was remembering the time. I'm not even going to ask what that was.
I was going to ask, but I'm a little afraid too.
Because,
Vegas would give you the odds on
Ooh, he likes that. Hey,
Yeah.
look, here's my dinner.
Happy dinner.
I think
I think the caterers are supposed to do that.
it's empty.
I see.
Something like that would be really ideal.
We're talking real estate.
Here I thought I was doing this.
Let's see my antenna of the opera impression. Those stars become very important when you're in your late 30s. When you get old, all of a sudden they grow out. Yeah. You're not, it's like, look, it's kind of your hair and nose hair. Where'd that come from?
Although women are really into hair removal. You might not know.
My mother was always like,
Tell your dad that his nose hair.
well, you did that. Grow your nose hair. I said that. But well, my family is big on nose and hair. Maybe not so bad.
Okay. Yes, it's on.
How much more?
Yes.
It says pause.
No.
It says record.
Yeah.
Although I'm supposed to go check my seat. I know it's on December 6th, so.
Some members are only some.
Who is that there? Who is the person in the white with the
Yeah, just the stunt and from the cave.
from the cave?
Ann and Peter, they're friends from the cave.
Friends from the cave.
How they know one another, I don't know. See, I know all the pit stops. Here's the Philadelphia, here's the Connecticut, there's the cave. And you just show up wherever we are. There she is.
Hi! Found out you were here, decided to drop in.
Next time you see her, like, change your hair.
It'll be purple, okay? Purple and halfway.
We've read your entries in the journal many times.
We did a 4-part drawing thing.
I think it turns itself off. Does that thing work? Does this have any plutonium in it?
It might. Why?
I'm just wondering about its irradiative potential.
Probably.
The light's on.
Well, everybody is outside.
That red light is on.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh my god. It's going. Phase front.
I think there's more than one red light.
We have to push. I know all I did was push like the turning on device.
Oh, yeah, she's going.
No, we're not.
Next.
Moved on. Decided he wanted to come eat. Just all life and
I don't know what, actually he's having a big party for all the students today in Michigan. In his house out in Chester County, you know, kind of like the proper kind of West Philly type. Pass my number or I can
see my business card.
well, gee, that's better. Or let me write me on your business card or something.
Where's Mars?
I think it's only America has
Sure, come
I know, I was like, if you want to come make my dinner, go for it. Don't expect me to be in a good mood. I just had a baby 48 hours ago, but...
So he was all wrapped up in his apple.
Oh. Huh. Look, he's being such. Say hi to your dad. Say hi, Dad. No. Oh, you're being ignored. Yes, you are. How funky. You like the baby? Want to see the baby?
All these pits were dug this morning.
Yeah.
Really?
We're not here this morning.
Jerry was back here for about an hour and a
You
half.
don't play this every day? You don't come out. I do it.
In our leisure time, Bob.
I figured she's in your estate here.
Yes.
Yeah, really. I figured that this is all part of the estate. You know, got your horseshoes, got your bull egg, got your stables, you know.
I was telling Tim we were going to set up the volleyball court, but that took too long. But somehow it's emerged.
Oh, you mugs.
Here it is. This is every party ends up in the smallest space available.
This huge barn.
Here we are.
Well, come on out. A swear jar?
This
We
is
got
like
swear
the
jar?
ideal like view.
Yeah, we could be making a lot of money today.
Coming back.
How much do you owe now?
It's 12-10. I had a big lead. I was a rookie of the year.
Now, why is there only two?
What you need to do is play team. Because those two are cheaters and nobody else wants to play with them.
Yeah. How do you do that? One apiece?
Ice cream parties.
It's a good 40-45 minutes from us.
And she has quite a commute. Carol's and Jerry's
basically,
talking to us.
I hear a little more.
It's the good stuff, and I still. They even had they had like really neat
So
flavors,
I'm not
like
sure
this
she's
coconut
coming back
pecan one,
because
and like
basically what she was doing, because her husband works out of state,
all
he
these
works
kind
in
of
Virginia.
Well, I have a
Bailey's Irish
attachment for you.
cream and
was
funky
going
different
to-
flavors I never tried.
Whenever you're
She
ready.
was having extra
Oh, really?
money
Kind of
out of her
attached,
check
Light.
to cover his
Yeah.
taxes and so
Deposit.
on and so forth. Basically, she was
I don't personally
not
put it
staying
there.
home,
I
just
mean,
enough
there's like
to
Sunday
save
bars.
Okay, we'll try that.
Nice camera action.
I don't know, it's still pretty obnoxious.
Experience with this before, you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, we can have some food. She said we could have some food.
She said that she would.
Wants a substitute?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
She wants to see how that. Oh,
She likes to talk with her mouth full for some reason.
So that was the court.
Debbie, you really made that lap blanket you sent my mother. That's an
Yeah.
incredible thing. I've never seen a piece of handiwork.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't finish her bottle.
It's as real a memory as you can
Well, thanks.
get.
It was actually very easy.
And
I
she
like
told
doing
you
it,
that
but
all the time we sit in the TV room
I don't like-
watching a movie.
Well, you're not telling
the cats
people what
love
to
it.
do.
The cats
Oh,
love
no.
it or whatever.
That's what I don't like is when professionals will come in and say, stand over here,
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to. I wouldn't know.
Humongous light in your face,
I wouldn't know how to stage that.
More like virtual memory.
What, you mean the
Virtual memory?
Yeah.
Virtual memory, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it remembers everything and then some.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty nasty.
Just awesome. Yeah.
Is this fun?
Yes. Let's see that.
Nightlight. I opened all the presents without being sorry. That's right, it's very easy. I was actually paper thin. We got a quilt. You still know. We got a quilt.
You got a nice quilt there.
A beautifully colored, lumpy, original Kate Hewitt. It is lumpy. Candles. Candlesticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is classy, and then there's the candles. Are those great colors?
Yes.
Sitting back.
Wait a minute, what is it? It has a mallet?
No, it does not have a mallet.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
I thought it was a
What is that?
It's a picture frame. This is what holds it up.
Where's that from?
Where's that from? That's beautiful.
Kelly and Otto.
Wow.
Same people with the tree frog.
Oh, good job,
I
Kelly.
think the tree frog is for Olga.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Right? Some kind of drum. And 2 bottles of wine.
There's a jar on the counter.
And an IOU.
Some cash. What's it for? I said a bad word. It's a swear jar. Thank you. What do you call it? A swear jar or something?
Swear jar. And then there's a couple of things that are too big to open.
Like what?
But the presents are wrapped.
It's not
Hang
for
on.
our family. Hammerman. Oh, it's Dolph's college fund. Or Jesse. Depending
Both.
on where's more between now and then.
All right.
We can open this one now. I didn't want to open it without you being here because the wrapping was just too wild.
It's Tim and Bob.
Yeah.
Who's that from?
Tim and Bob.
Tim and Bob.
Tim and Bob.
Wow.
A high point, a peak. Congratulations on your.
Oh, look.
What?
Yeah.
It's mine.
It's a revival.
It's my
It's Will's
drawing.
revival's drawing.
They made it into a card.
Oh, Jesus.
I like this stuff. You save that?
Those guys are so tasteful.
Yeah. With the cherub wrapping paper. You're a classy guy, Will.
Will you send me a copy of this too?
Yeah, well, try to get it on VHS tape before you go.
Yeah, that one and the one that's on the stereo too.
Yeah.
It's like an appliance.
An appliance, that's appropriate.
The one that's on the stereo, what do you mean on the stereo?
The Elton John Kate Bush.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, you can see it on the box.
Can we see it in person?
Okay, it's the Alessi pot. I never thought I would own one.
What is it?
It's the Alessi teapot.
Ah, perfect.
God, we've arrived.
Designer. Yes. We're yuppies now.
Hey, you didn't think about it, did you, when you decided to
Oh, good
have a
heavens.
wedding
Oh, yes.
party?
Oh,
God, I never thought we'd have that.
that's
But
so
it's too
nice.
for our kitchen.
No, it'll make your kitchen.
It might.
Now you have to build your kitchen around it.
Now you have to
There you
Now
go.
you have to put the fancy stove.
That happened to our pink TV. That's what happened. That's great. Oh, that's beautiful.
And Ann and Peter gave us a box this big.
Yeah.
You want to open it?
Yeah, do you want it?
Okay.
Put that? pause for a moment. Or actually, get her coming in with the thing.
Definitely an appliance.
I don't know, it's not heavy enough.
You know what I love about this?
Do me a favor. Don't totally shred the thing.
This paper is stunning. I love this paper. Look, they even got the end piece too.
What, in a different color?
Yeah.
And while he's opening that,
Same sort of violin.
with some speed, any speed, we'll get to see Olga's Hannah baby growth.
Wow.
Do you remember if your family make this?
Yeah.
Jean's
Jan's mother.
Jan's
My sister-in-law's mother.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
really neat.
beautiful.
Very inspiring, you know. I'm gonna go home and sew now. In my spare time.
Sure. All that spare time.
Right. All of it. This is what Jan gave us. And left it unframed so that Will could make a frame for it.
What does it say?
It says Deborah Stember, William Boynton Graves, Feb 7th, 1992.
Hold it up so flat so I can. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want me to open this quickly but not destroy the paper?
With some speed. You weren't opening it all. And we got a crystal.
Uh-huh. Coincidentally?
This is from Hannah and Bob.
Wow.
Apparently Jan inherited her ESP from her mother.
I guess so.
I'm gonna go turn the music down. I'll be right back.
You get me a bit.
Sure, rolling rock.
No, it's the wrong.
And the next one, actually. Well, this one is pretty good.
What is this, CD?
Yeah.
I love that paper. Oh my god, it's a
Oh!
What is it?
God, look at this.
It's another quilt, but this one's not lumpy.
Stand up.
And it's for you.
Holy cow!
You better hope Kate never sees this thing.
No,
Wow.
Kate's is gorgeous.
Who's that from?
Ann and Peter.
Well, that's for you guys.
And we know that Ann made it.
Yes, we do know that Ann made it.
Oh.
And it's huge too, look.
This is great.
Look how big.
Oh, great.
Ah, holy cow!
Wow.
Great.
This is,
She's so cool.
do you think she did this? This looks like her marbleized fabric.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ann makes fabric too.
Wow.
I think she printed that marbleized.
That's great.
The back of this guy is the whole thing. All marbleized.
An X.
Ah. That's
Yeah,
great.
she did make it. Cool.
Very, very cool.
You know, I feel like I really lucky about that. Do you feel that way?
Yes. Susie wouldn't let me go for okay. This is the last. This is the last of the presents.
Unless you guys reaction on this. This is
You
pretty
know, I don't think we can make this one much smaller than that.
What is that?
It's a Waterford crystal clock
From?
from Diane and Alan, my ex-co-workers. Yeah. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
This one's mine.
Yeah, I can tell. I can see that.
I maybe have mentioned to her that I like
Yeah. It's Waterford. It's Waterford. It's Waterford. Fooling around.
That's all, not bad, huh?
You got more to get. That's just all you got right now.
That's all I got right now.
You didn't miss all those little envelopes that were
No,
sitting there.
John and Diane are mailing us one. Leslie's mailing us one.
I left one in my tuxedo. It was like probably $100 in my tuxedo. The morning after the wedding, I called home. Hey, tell somebody look in my pockets.
Yeah, right. Don't go.
People come up to me all day handing me envelopes, and I was like, okay. I didn't even look.
Oh. Cool. We got stuff.
This is fun.
It is
Hey, you
fun.
gotta get on this on the plane.
Yeah, right? Yeah, who wanted to fly down here?
We should have got the car top here.
No.
You guys drove?
Yeah, we drove. We don't have any dogs, so it'll all fit.
The Rottweiler. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why we.
Takes up less space.
That's why it takes 3. That's why it takes 3 days to get here.
Better driving.
Is there anything you want to add to this part?
It's such a hassle to bring our baby. Even just
Yeah, maybe later.
ride from Washington.
We were christening the silver cup that John is, but you have to check out the view of the inside. Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Camera's having a hard time deciding what to focus on.
No, I think the camera finally did.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably not a cup.
What do you think it is? It's a consecration.
I like it as a cup, actually, mostly.
Yeah.
I'd hate to say something like candy dish.
No.
Throw your keys in it every night or something.
There you go. You're not drinking bourbon out of it every night, that's for sure.
Every night.
We got this big one someone gave us and we just opened it up. Like, I don't know, it's been in a box for 6 years now. We've been married 6 years in October.
no.
Silver bowl.
It's a silver bowl. It's
Yeah, it's even got a plastic insert in it, but it's, I mean, like the effect, the visual effect is wild.
Holy cow. Look, there I am. One more. Benny's. Paper. Can you see the paper? With the vegetable?
Is that hand drawn or what?
No, it's printed. Oh, it's hand printed at Neiman Marcus. Stuck with double sticky tape.
Put a sticker on the outside of it too.
What? I'm not ripping this stuff to shreds, but what? Here, pull up the end. Pull up the ribbon. Pull. Here it comes. Well,
The package was a sexual experience. Trust Benny.
oh, it's styrofoam peanuts. Cool.
Yeah.
More non-biodegradable stuff.
Hey, your environmental issues yourself. Yeah, right?
Didn't Phil used to like bubble wrap a lot? Phil? Didn't he have like a real thing about bubble wrap?
Bubble wrap's great fun.
I think that's, yeah, that's what Phil thought. Wow.
Cool. Neat. Let's get married again. We'll like renew our vows every year. Good heaven. Yeah. Yeah. You have a lot to talk about today, huh? Don't you? You have a lot to talk about.
He's on the morning after.
Hey, good morning, Pumpkin. Good morning, Pumpkin. Really? Really? Do tell. We'll do that soon. Yes, ma'am.
I saw
No way.
it was sort of like a cut.
For some reason, she insists on talking with her mouth full.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, you're not going to eat all of this, sweetheart. I understand that, but.
How was
All right. We're going to sit in the car seat and do this, okay? Yeah.
Do you have a bottle ready too?
Do I have a bottle ready in case this doesn't work? No.
Well, that's not all she's gonna eat.
No.
She's ready for you though.
Yep, she is. What? Hi, sweetie pie. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Coffee? Yeah, that's probably plenty.
More?
I think probably 40, 50 seconds.
And you can swallow it. How was that?
She doesn't
No.
know.
She doesn't know what to do with it. You're supposed to swallow it, Pumpkin. Oh, goodness. Yeah. It's not what you wanted, is it? All right. I'll go get you what you want. Yeah. I'll go get you what you want. It was worth a shot. We'll try again. Come here.
See you later, Rubble.
You try it?
Take two.
Hey. Be good.
No.
Nuh-uh.
Wanna try it again? No? You're still not sure about it, are you? No. No. Alright. Alright. No. We'll wait a couple of days. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
He's got a picture like you. Hey.
Yeah. We could put things on the front seat.
Give it back. Where's the dog? We'll see.
Let it, what one? Oh. Here's some good snacks.
It's coaching from the.
Oh, yes, and now. That was it.
She did a good one? Right.
I wish I had somebody who would burp me. Were you?
You're next.
You're next.
I'm ready.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks very good.
Where is Robin?
Where's Robin? I don't know.
Did she give you a good one?
Yes, she did.
Your water's hot, Robin.
Oh my. But we saw Muir Woods, and we saw the Arboretum in the Golden Gate Park. They have a wonderful sort of greenhouse left over from, I think,
This is the day after the wedding celebration.
one of the places in
Day after kinds
for
of things.
an exposition.
Uh-huh.
One of the Columbian expositions in San Francisco.
tea.
And they have a relatively large greenhouse in which they have collections of plants from all over the world, and they're working collections. It's very sort of kind of not auspicious, but very solid collection. And you see everything from the tropics, because and thousands of plants.
So these are cycles.
But
that was just what he told us.
tell the background about him.
Peter Gomes?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know much about him at all. Actually, John knows a lot more.
Right.
But
He's gay and
he's
black.
gay and he's black. I mean, very non-conventional as far as reverends of Harvard go, I guess. But the most intoxicating oratory voice I've ever heard in my entire life. It's just incredible. And I think that he's only been the reverend in charge for a couple of years, maybe 2. So he's still relatively new, but he's been there I mean, John heard him speak more than 20 years ago.
He's been there a long
So he's been there a long time. And, he holds tea every Wednesday for all the undergraduates and
He does?
at his house. Yeah.
So you could always go?
I can always go and have tea. And,
Do they tell you when he's going to be giving the main presentation?
Right, he does that. Yeah, they, pretty much always he'll be there Sunday. He always does 11 o'clock Sunday, and I think a Friday morning.
We should go here.
Bad filmer.
He's really fabulous.
Let's get him on film. I think you were on film.
They have an
for
11
toast.
o'clock?
Yeah.
Yes, it's always, I think it's always 11 o'clock on Sunday. A good college time. That is 9 o'clock jazz. Dad and I were like the only people in the freshman union this morning. Yeah, campus is empty early in the morning.
Everybody's sleeping off Saturday night.
And so then I killed him.
Dad calls
Let's see there, Dolph. What did you do?
Sorry.
Camera, for heaven's sake.
I didn't mean to hit the camera. I just meant to hold it.
I was playing with my
Okay.
answer machine.
It's all right.
I really wanted to make it work.
So how come you're all dressed up? Did you go to lunch?
It's just, no, it's just
Church.
I had a date with my dad.
Yeah.
What better reason?
I'll remember that line. Bye, guys.
I had a morning with two
My God.
charming men.
Oh, you mean your father and your brother? Oh.
Therefore,
Yeah, let's
Here we go, we're recording.
almost, you're almost the same.
a complete set when you put.
You'll never
I think it's Are you
Please don't
gathered up?
take
Yeah.
Hello, boo boo.
She's looking out the You want to save some things for when you come back?
I dreamt I held
So anything that's left in your room is disposed of in other ways.
So I hung my
Sounds bad.
You got it kind of bad there, Sal.
Very soothing over there.
She's totally absorbed in it.
Do you want your tweets capitalized? No.
babies are the only people that like my singing.
That's a good sign.
Well, we're all listening, Randy. That's we're all listening.
Do we have any bread to put out for the turkey, Sal?
Yeah, I think it's just being thawed.
I'm just,
Bread,
yeah,
oh,
just
okay.
getting thawed bread.
Thawed bread. Butter and salt and pepper. Alright. Take a turn. There you are.
I love
John's not going to be here tomorrow.
Those fishes, all we start to eat ends of lobster.
Just
keeps appearing, huh?
Nice
You got a hamburger?
So you're coming back tomorrow. And you're coming back the day after that. Okay. We have to work it out so there aren't too many months between visits.
Between visits.
Yeah.
Where are you living now?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh boy. In the city itself?
Pretty close. We're living in Shadyside.
Oh yes.
From this valley they say.
Oh. Sleepy pumpkin. She gave up on the
Oh, you take with you all of the sunshine that is brightened on this world.
My mother told me that's the song she used to sing to me when I was a baby.
Is that right?
Is that right?
Yeah, that and Pennies from Heaven.
Oh,
That's a good one. I like that one.
and see.
Poor Olga gets home where the buffalo roam and
Well,
don't fence me in.
that's the one I
That's a good
like.
song. I like that.
I don't know all the words to that.
I sat down
You should be here any minute.
and I replayed the song as many times as it took to learn the words. So I now know the words to Don't Fence Me In.
Found a single one of them.
That's his forte.
walked this
We
over
have
to our
enough
car
left.
because I told him it was over by Harvard Provisions.
Huh.
But they were closed.
Yeah, everybody.
So he was walking back across the square to his.
Oh goodness, here goes this body. Oh.
Chuck is being chucked again.
Better call the ambulance.
Oh gosh.
Chuck is a sporty looking guy.
Chuck is looking sportier and sportier.
Jesse, the first time riding his bike. Yes, Jesse! Yay! A lot of firsts this weekend. Wonderful friend George. Have Will's older sister Sally, Debbie's new sister-in-law. She's watering her plants. She's overwatering them, yeah. But she's been here this whole time. She's had her own kind of take on it. And some of us...
I thought it was just fabulous. I was amazed by it. How everyone pitched in, everyone had a sort of different part to play. And I can't say that I think there was anyone centrally in charge, but everyone did their parts and it all pulled together to a whole. And it was wonderful. I love meeting their friends. I think they were very creative and interesting. It almost feels like another generation from us, which was really fun for us. It was great. Thank you. Oh.
Yeah. What about some other things you're thinking about?
Come on, this is Will and Debbie's day.
Yeah, it's your chance to talk to them.
Well, I like to talk to them in person.
Oh, what a snob.
Oh, Brand. Forced interviews are not good.
No, I know. Okay, great, Jesse. God, I love this learning curve. First time riding a bike.
Whoa.
He's up. He's on his bike. Jesse, you're doing great.
Oh, watch out.
I'm sexy at all.
Robin?
Robin says, oh, he's much more sexy than Judy is.
Oh,
she
I
told
think
me.
it's a toss-up. I think they're
Sexy. Well, anyway, where did the judge's daughter end up going to college?
Harvard. She's just 2 weeks into it. She's going to be around. Isn't that great?
I thought she was looking at Vassar when she was
She had accepted
and she was
Vassar.
enchanted with Vassar.
And then she switched course, I think, after it was in the John Doe.
Yeah, leave me and Boo alone. Come on, we're not the type.
You almost got a fist.
I did my.
I'm sorry.
I did
I'm
my thing
sorry.
for
You know what? You both made your point very easily.
You don't
You
get
can
to
just
say
lay
it.
off. I got it. I got it. Just,
Return that thing to where whence it
yeah,
came.
I'm
Although
just
it's very-
trying
it is
to make
very
a
good.
nice thing.
This was good. This was good though.
This was good footage. This
really
was
good.
really.
But we're going to want this. They're not going to want it.
Well, but we will get it. We'll take it. We'll put it on our thing when I'm taking out. Look at it. Look what this has got.
Oh my God.
This would all go with 1,000. This is a movie-making outfit for.
We should have a neighborhood one of these because Stockton Muzzie's apparently in misplaced.
Oh,
There's
here's Uncle Pete. Back from delivering Harvard. Harvard back to Heather.
Uncle Pete.
Heather.
Uncle Pete had quite a setback last
Robin was
night. I
here.
thought.
She came from England.
She came from England. Just left today.
I thought Robin was in great shape.
She really seemed terrific.
I really like where Robin.
Needed to cross the Atlantic. Always good.
Did you see our fake garden? It's really.
The
My
whole
friend-
thing with people.
Jesse just rode a two-wheeler for the first time in his life. Yeah, this is it. This is.
What about Olga?
He's been into it for about an hour.
Fabulous. She's a great baby.
Yeah.
She's a really good baby.
Wonderful. I
Beautiful toes.
had some wonderful times with her the last.
Did the Graves come up?
The Bill, he did. He spent the whole day
Was he
yesterday.
here? Oh.
Not Joyce.
Oh, but the Bill.
The Bill.
Yeah.
The Bill flew up 8 a.m. from the vineyard back by 3.
Back to the vineyard by 3 or the 3 o'clock plane?
4 o'clock.
Wow. Oh, I see. But made it good.
He made it, and he was.
Jesse, you're really getting it good.
Did he say any words?
Yes, he did.
Give a toast or anything?
He repeated a haiku. And
Look what an incredibly fast learning curve Jesse's on now.
started out this thing, and it was.
Good recovery.
Blah, blah, blah. If you do this, Randy, I will come kick the camera.
It's not even on.
And then don't aim it at me.
Yeah, what's
It's
that?
just.
What's that blink? What's that?
You're a bad boy. Huh? Yep. How about the window? Beat him up.
Dolph, what have you been doing?
Pocket body.
What have you been doing? You did take a nap? You actually slept? Great. What were you talking?
All about ours. What?
What? Why don't you say something to Will and Debbie about their wedding?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay. The wedding was really great, Debbie. And, well, I wish you were still here. And, Dad, is this for Debbie?
And Will.
And, is it for Will?
Yeah.
And I wish you could stay here, because I really miss you. And I hope you come back soon.
That's nice.
That's all I can say.
That's very good. That's plenty. What do you say, George?
Well, I can't say anything about the window. I don't know them.
Okay, but you might someday. Do you think it's a good thing when people get married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we are on Thanksgiving Day. preparing for... Not much is happening right now. We are about to begin Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
Place table.
Yes!
Jesse and everyone else seems to be clustered over here.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
How did it get to work again?
It just worked.
It just worked. Well, we just spent hundreds of dollars, so it better work. It's
Damn right.
stressing. Oops, we're at
The
our
chandeliers, and we're not starting yet, so this is pretty boring.
The technique he was explaining to me. You have to eat.
Hollow leg.
You have to eat a little bit beforehand. Before gorging yourself, because if you're ravenous when you sit down there, you don't eat as much.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
You eat a whole lot
that's
real
Jer's
quick
thing.
because you're real hungry.
You fill up.
You just fill up.
And if you eat slowly, you don't fill up, even though you eat the same amount.
If you can
I
hold
mean,
that.
your body doesn't process it that quickly.
You have to try it, yeah.
You chew each mouthful 30 times.
But I heard
So it's practically
I have a
digested
friend.
before
I have
you
a
swallow.
friend who does that. I mean,
some commentator.
you can sit down with him, and he's 2/3 of the way through his lunch and
In a
still
big
eating.
meal like this, you don't starve yourself. You should continue your regular eating pattern, and you'll find that you'll either eat the same amount or probably a little more. I don't know. I heard it somewhere.
That Waldorf salad is wonderful.
It does seem like a blessing to have all of us around this table.
It certainly does.
It's very different to have you on this end.
Yeah,
You're
I
almost
know.
always
I'm
there.
always there.
I like seeing the lady in black down there.
And one who was
And
looking
I-
around the table.
And I always see Mom
listening
down
to the
there.
blessing. Everybody in turn got a once over.
Mommy, can I get through?
Very interesting. Seeing everybody being sized up.
And who was doing the sizing?
Jesse, brother.
What? What?
You were looking around during the blessing.
You're looking at us.
I was too. I always do that.
You're supposed to have your eyes shut.
I like to have them open.
I like to have them open them. Yeah.
Do you kiss with your eyes open or closed?
That is a...
That's a very personal question.
Whoa,
Of course it's a personal question.
depends on the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Some have,
I mean, it's like greeting somebody that's eyes open.
And how did you
let's
mash
just
these potatoes,
stop.
Pete, if you couldn't find the beater?
Fork.
Oh,
A little-
Peter, all these potatoes with the fork?
The little fork with the little white handle out of the drawer.
Is there a special one that bears the mark? Okay.
It's the one that's bent.
Right.
That's what I wanted to do, the sweet potatoes, and Randy insisted that I use the beater, and I was grateful. And
That's true. That's what they called it.
Is that right?
I kept looking in the drawers. I wanted to find a potato masher, like I knew.
Yes, Mother has one of those.
One of the ricers.
Ricer.
yeah.
But also, no, but there's that one with 3 blades
Yeah.
with one
Yeah, that's nice.
chopper.
That's a spinach chopper.
A spinach chopper. Oh, I always...
Oh yeah, that's
But thi-
Mom,
It's so Bill.
remember the time I got lost in New York City when I was 15?
How we ever
do?
found each other, I will never know.
Oh, hell, well, I don't know if I
Wow, in New York.
Yeah, well, this was when Dad was really sick, and it was the summer before he died, and we were traveling up to New York and then up to Maine and so on, Connecticut, visiting old friends and stuff. Pardon? Yeah. But Mom and I had been somewhere, and the car was parked and stuff. Then we needed to get on the bus, and the bus driver closed the door after she got on, and I'm still standing on the curb.
Maybe we all have moments like this early on. Then what'd you do?
I don't remember. I don't know why I don't remember, but
I don't think
Mom
I
may
ever.
remember. I may have flagged down a cab and said, "Somebody there will pay you."
Did you know where you were going?
Roughly, but I had no idea where it was.
I don't think I've ever gotten lost or anything. A friend of mine got locked in Rome in a bathroom and was wandering the streets of Rome for like 4 hours. But nothing like that has ever come close to anything.
Got locked in a bathroom?
Yeah, she
How can
told...
you wander the streets if you're locked in a bathroom?
Somebody finally let her out.
It's a portable bathroom.
Oh, you know, they're kind of different over there anyway.
It's a portable bathroom. Has a little steering wheel inside, just drive around.
Some guy in a trailer came along and picked it up and put it up the back, you know, take it into the plant.
It was a porta potty.
And here she is still in it, you know. That really conjures up an image, doesn't it?
This is Allie that this happened to.
We were supposed to.
Are you waiting to see how the story
Yes,
gets
I'm waiting to
embellished?
see how he tells
I had to get to first grade, and I think you and maybe Sonia were going to stay downtown. So I got put on a bus, public bus, and you talked to the bus driver, and you said,
you had to have a potato.
he has to. Are you going to make any stops, or you have to get off the bus? He said, yeah, I stop and make change. I have to get into the store at Holiday Boulevard and 54th South, there by the Cottonwood Mall. And can my son get off and get a potato and get back on and then keep riding with you to Cottonwood Elementary, which is about 2 miles further along? And so I said, sure. So I got off with him. He went to get his change, and I promptly went into a drugstore. It was the first store I could see, and started looking around for potatoes.
I didn't know you were in the drugstore first.
Yeah, I went first in the drugstore, and they said, no, we don't have any. So I ran next door to the grocery store and got a potato and ran out, and the bus was gone. So I was in the middle of what was nowhere to me, and I then decided I was going to have to hitchhike to school. So I stuck out my thumb. So I stuck out my thumb, and a guy in a black, something like an old Buick or something, picked me up and started taking me the wrong way. And I said, this isn't the way I wanted to go. And he said, well, you were standing on the wrong side of the street then, because this is the way I would go, you know. And so he took me back, and he said, if you want to get to, he said, where do you want to go? I said, well, I want to get to Cottonwood Elementary. So he sort of took me back, thank goodness, put me on the right side of the street, told me where to stand, and I stuck out my thumb again. And got picked up by a woman in a station wagon and hopped in the back seat, and she looked in the rearview mirror and she said, Brandy? And I said, Mrs. Atwater? It turned out it was my friend Jamie Atwater's mother, who had just picked up this hitchhiking 6-year-old. What are you doing?
She said,
why did you have to get a potato?
Ma, you look like Randy. And Randy says, I am Randy.
That's right.
Why were you buying a potato?
To make a turkey.
To make a turkey.
Did you ever do that?
Project,
where you put
the
toothpicks in the back of,
I can't
of
say
a
I
potato?
have, but I can see.
And you know, put all kind of colored.
For that purpose, no?
Yeah, so you had to have a potato for class that day.
That's fabulous.
So I didn't distort it too bad.
No, I was impressed.
Hour and a half. And we were driving up to Maine, along Route 1, stopped at a place called the Nut House, and I threw a tantrum and in my diapers got out and started walking along the highway.
You and your diapers? Your diapers?
Did that have anything?
How old were you? You were 1.5 and you threw a tantrum?
That's the story I was told, yes.
Did that have anything to do with the fact that it was called the Nut House?
I know.
I can't speak to that because I have no recollection of it
Yeah,
whatsoever.
walking along the highway.
It's a story I was told by the people we were going to visit. You remember that, Mother? Or is that true?
Yeah, I remember. Do you find you're catching all the freedom swinging out into traffic, you know, coming on and then swinging back in? Finally, Charlie grabbed him and said, don't you do that again.
Well, it was Freddie that told me the story.
Is that right?
Yeah. Freddie who?
Child.
Freddie Child. Charlie Child's wife.
Oh.
They were all made hits.
Charlie's the guy who painted the Lady Greensleeves picture
Yeah.
that we have in our living room, and did some of the illustrations in Dad's book and stuff.
Yeah, the one I wanted to go on rotation.
Greensleeves?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
That was a gift to me from Guad.
Then there was the story of your falling out of the car on the.
Oh hell.
This is
yeah.
explaining a lot.
At Cape May? That was
Yeah.
right. That was.
You fell out of
Let's
the
see.
car.
That was a really memorable vacation. We all were badly bitten by fleas. You know, to the point where our faces were swollen shut. I mean, our eyes were shut and everything. But Guag with that old Ford station wagon, and we were in Cape May, New Jersey, right?
Where else?
Yeah, and it was one of those streets that dead ends at the beach, and she goes up and makes a turn, and apparently the door on the right hand side wasn't totally closed. She starts to turn and go rolling out. Of course, that's also the trip.
Don't tell it.
What the
Peter.
Let's hear it.
Oh, Peter's kidding by mistake.
What?
What happened?
What did I do?
Well, we just before we went down there, we were living in New Hope at the time. Just before we went down there for this vacation, I had found a kitten, and we took this kitten with us. And the house where we were staying
like
or
cats
something
at an early age.
had a German Shepherd
German
or something
Shepherd.
that killed the kitten.
And Sal fed it to it?
Well, not quite.
No, it was sort of like after she got pregnant. Sort of like
And not knowing
Somebody let
knowing
the door
Sal's
open or
regard for living creatures of
Really?
all
You cannot
types,
say I
it was
done
it
on
was
purpose.
no, it was absolutely not on purpose.
It ate your kitten?
It ate my kitten.
It does sound like you made a mistake, though.
I made a mistake.
Is this something that-
She was all of about 5.
So is this where your complex about cats comes from? Like you don't want to get close to any one of our cats because you're afraid they'll be
No,
eaten by
that-
a German Shepherd?
That probably comes from Sal's cat, Smarty Pants.
Smarty Pants was a wonderful cat.
Smarty Pants was a great cat, but she, was taking glory from my jingles at the time. So actually, it was sort of neat because
Okay.
they actually got along. Puppy I had gotten when I was just before I turned 6.
Irish setter.
Yeah, cross between a cocker and an Irish setter.
Actually,
Just
isn't
the
a picture of
sweetest
Jingles over
disposition
here?
dog.
We have a picture of Jingles, I think, over by the.
Could be. Well, it must be with Nipper too.
Oh, no, it's Nipper, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were two very different dogs.
If it's only one, it's Nipper.
We have
But-
a picture of Nipper right over there.
Yes.
I'll bring Nipper to the table.
Nipper? Where'd you come with the name?
Well, that was the name for a horse. But anyway, well, Nipper would never do. Nipper was a dog. Nipper was raised as a horse. Jumping those wickets in the yard and stuff. Sal trained Nipper to be a horse. But anyway. No, but Smarty Pants in the winter, Smarty he was a good cat. Jingles would be sprawled on the floor sleeping, and Smarty Pants would curl up in Jingles' legs. They got along fine. And she was a tabby, right? An orange cat.
I think Smarty was a boy.
Okay, well, I don't know. Still.
Hey, this is trained on me. It's not
Yes.
supposed to be.
And hey,
That's
why
not
don't you tell
supposed
us
to be.
all about Truman and what oral history you want to add to David McCullough's book?
I just wanted to add my name to his book.
Oh, well, Liz says you have some very important things to tell. And she should know. Good, I'm for taking the taker.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, now it's payback time. Right? This is the way we do things in this family.
Especially with that grin on that sort of intent face.
Then Mom, why don't you do something rude? Like, you remember at Robin's graduation from Soulbury?
What did
Oh,
she do?
that really was rude.
The whole family
I still
gave
have
the
that
camera
picture.
the finger.
The whole family. I don't even know how to do it.
What
You
did
did
she?
just fine there.
What did she do?
Everybody did pose for a picture, flipping the bird, the proverbial bird.
Is that flipping the bird?
That's the finger, yes.
No.
That's flipping the bird.
Can you reach that, Lou?
you know.
Oh dear.
I can't.
You're just in the corner of the frame here, Benny.
Oh,
If you like
that's
Mama,
an
I
old.
can bring you one of those little tray tables that goes across
That's
the
an old, whatever you call it.
It's an old trick.
Well,
Trick, which was not the most appetizing
Uh-huh.
place to be on a hot August day in '83. And somebody came out of one of the stalls and it said Black Dog on her t-shirt.
Oh, really?
It turned she came from Martha's Vineyard. Was a friend of Dinah's in the school in Oak Groves.
Ah,
Very eerie.
wow, that's amazing.
That's as good a place drop as any I've ever heard.
The Black Dog on the Great Wall.
Yes, as I was coming out of the ladies' room on the Great Wall.
Except ladies' room and Great Wall are.
seem like they're inconsistent.
Yes.
It was like,
I don't
do
think
you
the
remember
Chinese
that
had those
little
kinds of
barber at the Mambo
sensitivities.
Bomb Gate?
By the way,
They may have a porta potty now
How is
for
that
tourists, but
hash?
that hash
It's
is
good, except it doesn't have enough gravy on it.
Mm-hmm.
not enough gravy.
Not enough.
Okay.
I think it's superb, but of course
Well.
she said, well, how did you bring your accent?